be afraid of the camera. Just turn it on and go with it. Who cares if you mess up? You're getting out there, you're being seen.
That's right. When Randy joined real estate with me, he said, "We can't do that. Who will pay us?" And I said, "Our clients." So he didn't even have an entrepreneurial mindset. Like, he had to develop that. And I mean, I've helped him. He's helped me 3 weeks into the business. This isn't a nice business. We come from the beauty business. We were all loving and cheering. And I come in about 3 weeks after being out in the gridlock. And I called it gridlock then. And I said, "Oh my gosh, Randy, I'm gonna have to change." I'm crying, like big tears. I'm gonna have to change who I am because they're snarky, they're not very nice to me. And he grabbed my hand and he said, "Don't change who you are, change this industry." And that's why I'm an open book. I don't hide anything. Y'all are gonna be like, "She does what at listings?" Because I'll share it. There's nothing I do. Y'all probably do more paperwork and stuff than I ever thought about doing in a listing appointment. My job, if you look at my notes, their dog's name is Max, their kid's name is Bianca and Sage. I'm doing it right. That's my notes. My notes aren't about the house. It's about that person, because real estate is about people. It's not about property. And if you don't know that, I just told you that. So there's where you change your business. It's not about property, it's about people.
You can tell them everything they need to know about this in their house in 2 minutes. All the facts, the figures, the numbers, whatever, 2 minutes. But we spend 2 hours there getting to know the person. If you make a friend, you got to listen.
That's Randy, y'all.
Thanks.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about social media training, and it is a training, y'all. It is something that you may fire yourself and go back to, but I call it let's socialize. And we always start with a few statistics. So social media marketing is essential to any brand, not just real estate, right? So I don't know if we're all with a company, we're all with a brokerage, right? But then we have our own independent contract, right? So on social media, you log into Century 21 and put that as your workplace. You shouldn't. Create you a page that says Bob Hart's Real Estate, brokered by, and log into there as your workplace. Because guess what? That's driving people to your own personal page. It's not driving them to your brokerage where they can, like Tom's smile better than yours, and choose them instead of you. That's the first thing. Set up a page. I barely use that page, but it's where I'm tagged as work, and I'll tag at Hatmaker Homes Brokered by EXP. And in my closings and things like that, I put a little bit of relevancy there, but that main part of that page is so that when you go and see where's the work, it's blue, it's highlighted, they click it, if they're going to Hatmaker Homes Brokered by EXP, not my brokerage that I'm associated with. Build yourself. Build yourself. Typical working age internet users are 16 to 64. Guess what? They have jobs. 2 years out, they might need a house. They spend 2 hours and 30 minutes. Did you realize that that is 60% of the whole population? So, I shared on when it snowed in Tennessee, we got that beautiful 8 inches of snow. It was wonderful. And it made me reminisce about when I was young. My mom would do snow cream, and I remember it was so excited, and she would say, "Not on the first snow, it's so, fluid," and I'm like, it's first snow, I'm making snow cream. So I shared the recipe. The last time I looked, it had 626 shares, y'all, with my name on it about ice cream. Could I have handed, and think about it, 626 shares, everybody has at least 100 Facebook friends. How many people saw that? Could I have handed that recipe with my name and who I was to that many people and be snowed in? No. Social media, it's a reach, it's a pull in. It's a pull in. So You see Instagram for ROI, that is because Instagram has its back office stores. Facebook is the #1 marketing site. But Instagram has the back store, and if you're on TikTok, they started that also. It's a back store, you can sell your products. You're looking confused, yeah, you can sell your products in behind Instagram and TikTok, but not Facebook. Yeah. Let's compare. I made it real easy for you. Boom, boom, what's that? WhatsApp. That's where a lot of, yeah, that's where you got a lot of, yeah, WhatsApp. Second. You gotta pick your poison, is what I say. Pick your poison. But here's the statistics. Younger generations on Instagram and TikTok. When I say, where do I want to eat in this town? I go to Google. Skylar goes to TikTok. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, everybody searches TikTok for their stuff. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Your age. But guess what? Skylar bought her first house last year, or this last, yeah, 23. I connected with her, right? She's on Insta and TikTok more than she is Facebook for her own personal. This is monthly active users. This is not how many people are on. This is how many people log in and use their account monthly. And then you can see kind of the age group that's on there. So, that's just some statistics. You can take a screenshot of any of these, y'all. Any of these that you want. That way you can kind of study that. But if you see 25 to 34, but there's all different age groups on there. Top benefits of marketing yourself on Facebook. Massive exposure on a global scale. Low to no marketing expenses. Let's go back to one. Also on a local scale. You want people to be like, I found a Hatmaker knows what's going on in Manchester, Tennessee. If you want to know if there's a meeting, if you want to know if there's a parade, go to Fonda Hatmaker's page. She's sharing where the Christmas lights are. She's sharing where you can trick or treat the best in the neighborhoods. She's sharing all the trunk or treats that are going on in the churches in the community. So, massive exposure locally too. Ability to target potential buyers and sellers. Bring them in, draw them in. I love the Tuesday call. So everybody's always wanting to do first time home buyers class, first time home buyers class. How about first time seller classes? How about that, right? How about first time investor classes, right? Think outside of the box, right? How about, ever thought about getting your real estate license classes? You would fill the room because so many people are sitting there, can I do this, can I do this, before they pull the trigger. The ones with the new license, y'all know, it was a big decision to make. Because we are independent contractors. Nobody is paying us a salary, right? We got to go out and shape things up and make it happen. Developing loyalty. Followers, you're developing loyalty with people. Increasing your website traffic. If you ain't sharing your listings from your website, stop now. Don't share it from your MLS. Share it from your website. It's driving traffic into your CRM, and if you are using your CRM, learn how. And then daily exposure. I say that social media, if you aren't marketing yourself in social media in 2 years, you will not have a business. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but if you are not getting out of your comfort zone, you will not have a business. They're searching TikTok, y'all, to find us. Are you on TikTok? Right? 16 to about 28, they're searching TikTok instead of Google. And generating leads and converting leads of the loyal customers is so much easier, y'all. I had a girl that I've been talking to her for 2 years. She said, we're paying off our car. Hey, Fonda, one of our cars broke down. We had to buy another one. We're going to pay it off. We're going to pay it off in a year, okay? Hang with us. We just closed on our house last month because I hung with her. You know why? How? See first, and I'm gonna show you that on here, because I hung with her, right? I asked about, oh, she got an award, good, congratulations. See first option on Facebook. If you don't know, you're fixing to. Here's the best part, I can tell you. Don't overthink, it's gonna slow your progress. That's the only thing it's going to do. If you overthink, you're slowing your progress. You're slowing down the process. Don't overthink. Now the real question, which one? Which one's the best? Only you can answer that, y'all, because things to consider before advertising. These are questions to ask yourself. These are thought-provoking things to think about. Identifying your target audience. Who are you selling to? I will tell you that if you're newly licensed, targeting first-time home buyers and partnering with a good lender is gold. That's what I do to get my business. They don't know what they're doing, you don't know what you're doing, and you're doing it together with the guidance of a good lender. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. So, and what social media platform do they use the most? What's your age? What's your target? What are you wanting to sell? We're selling houses. Determine your advertising goals. When I first started and I started getting closings, by the second year I was pulling 30 to 45 Facebook leads a month. A month. Did they all get pre-approved? No. But no lead gen source is 100%. You gotta filter. And then guess what? When they approached me, see first, she's 6 months out. Took notes. They're a year out. I'll better see first in 6 months when I release this see first. Tracking my buyers with my see first option. You can only do 30, so you gotta be very selective. And then increase brand awareness, website traffic, and conversion. Identify the cost of ads. You don't have to run ads. That is something that you can do. On all platforms, there's ads. And if you want to boost something out, you think, dang, that's getting a lot of activity personally, then boost it out, right? We have a CRM, it helps us with boost also, it makes it real easy, they target. You can look up who's moving, like we look up who's moving to Tennessee, California, New York, and Texas right now. Create engaging content, I'm gonna help with that today, and that targets your audience. I'm gonna help with that today. I'm actually going to tell you good content, and the content that people crave. And then test different campaigns to see which ones are most effective to generate leads, and then analyze the results. Don't just throw it up there and say, I only got 3 likes. When I first started, y'all, we were in the makeup business, and there was this girl that I followed, Kendall, I'll never forget it, and she would have hundreds, almost thousands, sometimes thousands of people online. And I'd be like, oh, I could do that look. And then I'd do it, and I'd have 3 people online, 10 people online. I took a little Post-it note, and I cut it down, and I put it on my phone. And I said, there's 1 million people watching you, girl. And I got good. I look at a picture, I can create any Halloween look in the world by looking at a picture. I did not pay attention who was paying attention to me. In my mind, there was 1 million people watching me live. And guess what? I laugh at myself if I make a mistake. And you know that, Jocelyn. I mean, some of my videos, I'm like, I really should have deleted that. But I didn't. But I didn't. So which one is your avenue? You got to pick your poison. Mine's probably Facebook, but I am growing TikTok and Insta. Best time to post or go live. Oh my God, she's got a bunch of best times. Now. There's no best time. If you're not doing it, it's now. It is now. Don't worry about it. It'll get out there. You'll figure out which one. Take your own statistics. That's a national statistic, a global statistic. Don't worry about it now. If you're not doing it, now is the time. Yesterday was the time, but now is the time that you have. So, I didn't even share that. You see, I done that really quick. And then I've got the overthinkers that are going to say, oh, I'm posting too much, or I'm doing this. And we actually had a meeting, the Hatmakers, the trio back there, we actually had a meeting because they were like, we need to go down to 1 video, both of them. And I said, okay, we will. 3 hours later, I was calling Skylar and I said, we're not going down to 1 video. We're not. We're staying at 2 videos. And then when we're pulling them, we're gonna go 3 videos. Right, Skylar? That's what I just said. I said, that's what we're going to do. Why? You can't lead if you don't give them something to follow. If you don't give someone something to follow, you can't lead them. I want to lead them to the closing table. I want to lead them to listening with us. I want to lead them to me. Right? So you can see, no longer interested is the most relevant. Guess what? We make 18% of the United States economy. Every human, hopefully, lives in a house. Or should, unfortunately. Lives in a house. Whether that's renting or buying, right? Whether that's an investment property, whatever, people live in houses. How are they not going to be no longer interested? If they're not interested in moving, if they're not interested in selling, they're like, wonder what my house is worth in this market, right? It's been crazy. Offensive and inappropriate post. I want to talk about this one. So there's a video and it used the F-bomb, and I was like, oh, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, I can take it out of there, and I said, do, because I'm never. Kids watch us. When I go to Walmart, you can hear a little kid, hey, it's your girl. And I don't want to put that out there, right? So she curbs that. Make sure your brand aligns with who you are. A vegan wouldn't share a juicy good cheeseburger, would they? No, right? Maybe with an X on it, but they wouldn't do that. Align with who you are. Take that and brand yourself. And over the next week, ask, who am I? What are my interests? What do I want for people? How can I serve others? How do I want to be in this business? How do I want my co-op agents to see me? Those are all good questions to become a brand. So, lack of engagement. Lack of engagement. Look at that, 37%. Don't post. Post every week. Post once a week. Because you're going to get unfollowed 37% of 100 times. 37 times out of 100. Post, y'all. I'm going to help you with that too. Do you know, how do I grow mine? Let's break it down. You know that when I'm working with a client, I have a buyer. I have 5 posts I can do on my buyer. 5 posts. What? One person can drop 5 posts on different days. You ready? I'm showing. I'll find something cute about the area, a pretty picture or something, and I'll take a picture and I'll say, oh, look at these beautiful trees, or look at this beautiful waterfall, or, hey, you know where I'm at today? Guess where I'm showing? With an iconic picture. And guess what, y'all? Sometimes I don't even drive by it. I Google the area and I'll say, show me something iconic about this area. Yes, go three pages down in Google and find that image. It's not as used as the first page. So I'll post that and say, hey, where am I showing today? That's 1. 2. Oh my goodness, they picked the house, congratulations. 2. 3. Ready? Home inspection, even if you don't go. I don't know how y'all do it in Indiana, we can go or stay or whatever. But home inspection. Hey guys, home inspection. Home inspection today for my buyers. Let's wish them all luck. I hope this is the house that they thought it was when we picked it out. Or, hey, Belmar, home inspection, thank you so much for doing the inspection today. Please let me know if you have any questions. Whatever it looks like, it's home inspection day. The next one, you can do clear to close. You can do final walkthrough. Do whichever one you want. I toss them up, and then closing day. 5 posts per every buyer. Sellers should have more. Why? You're marketing their listing. Here, we're in
What
top.
was the second one? The second one you said.
They picked the house.
Yeah.
They got their house.
Yeah.
Oh.
The house picture, maybe with them in it. So we're actually going to showings, and they're like, are you gonna do a TikTok in front of us? And I'm like, we can! You know, but when we go, y'all, they know us. When I pick up the phone and I say, hey, can I show your property at 123 Main Street? Oh my gosh, Wanda, why are you even introducing yourself? We follow you. And I'm like, oh, that's great. You know? So it does help, y'all. It helps with recognition. And guess what? It helps with an offer. I just had an offer go $49,000 under the appraisal. And guess what? We're going in contract again at that price. So it helps with them knowing that, hey, I'm a person. Hey, I'm a happy person. I'm a fun person. I'm social. Become the local expert. Now you see X's on this, and I hated even putting an X on me and my honey, but this is my profile pic. In all my social media, in all of my profiles. That's another thing. Let's go there real quick. Wherever you're at, whether that's your association, whether that's your MLS, wherever you're at, your picture needs to be on there, and you need to have a profile. It shows that you care about your business, that you're serious about your business. I ain't sending you a referral if I don't see your picture there. I ain't. I'm passing you up. I'm passing up that little gray head that you see on all those. Your picture. Take a day and just set it up. This is on all my social media. On every profile. I use this. I'm not using a group of people. They don't know which one Fonda is. They have no idea if I use that as a profile pic. Which one's Fonda? I'm not using this one because, hey, I do know that we have Randy and Fonda. You know which one's the male and female. But what if you don't? What if it's Aaron? Aaron can be male or female, right? So, right? So I don't use our profile pic. I use it in the back, in the cover photo. No filter. I don't want them going, I thought you were younger. No, no filter. This is my makeup days. I told you I could make it look good. And then no cartoon, because I do want to be taken serious, even though I'm sharing fun content. We're video and fun content. I want them to know I'm serious about my business. I'm serious about your house. I'm serious about your family. Top 10 things to do. This is you becoming a local expert. I don't have nothing to post about, Fonda. This is going to help you. Top 10 things that you do in your local area. What do you like to do? Get out, y'all. Get out at the bank. Don't go through the drive-thrus. Get out. Meet people. The realtor that sees the most people is the winner. The winner. Favorite places to go. Do a top 3, do a top 5, do a top 6, whatever you want. Local business interviews. When COVID shut our community down in March, April, I want to say it was April 4th when we were opened back up where we could go out into the public. Randy and I went to every local business for 30 days. We bought a $10 gift certificate for them. We either interviewed the owners or done our own segment and said, hey guys, we're wanting to stimulate the economy, the local economy. We're giving away a $10 gift certificate. If you share out this video, you'll be put in the drawing. Most of the time they matched us on the gift certificate. If you help them, they'll help you. Pictures of you and your family in the local community. Go to the parades. If you don't want your kids' faces on social, I promise no adductor's going, that is the prettiest kid, and I gotta have it. No, I mean, they plan that. They've already planned who they're getting. So share it, and if you don't, share walking down the road hand in hand with your back with your kids in the local community. A lot of times you'll see our videos on YouTube, and it'll span the area. Me and Randy's on the swing at the park bench. We're in the water. We're somewhere in that video other than that topic. Because I want them to recognize, hey, I go, you know. Also, we've done community YouTubes. We went to our counties, and we told about the county. And they see us sitting in the county, they see us walking down the square, and we tell people the good things about them, the restaurants we love. So when somebody talks about Middle Tennessee, I'll say, Oh yeah, I love McMinnville, that's a great house, I love that house. Let me get that scheduled for you. Meanwhile, I'm gonna share with you a YouTube video me and Randy done of the area. Just tells you all the good things. Cumberland Cavern's there, I used to do that as a field trip. Now they have the concerts in that cave. And then I'll share that. Guess what? Now they're getting to know me and Randy again. Sharing the community. So I have those on YouTube, they live forever. They live forever. High school sports games, attend them. We're on the Megatron at the sports thing, and we're at the on the wall, on the fence. But if I attend them, guess what? I'm gonna go live. Oh my goodness, I'm at the game. This is great. This is the coffee event. I'm going to go live. Let people know that's where I am. I'm gonna check in. When you sell your house, check into that town. When you got a buyer's under contract, check into that town on your post. Because guess what? Hashtag that town. That's how people search. Hashtag that town, check into that town. Restaurants, even fast food, if you love something, share it. Local landmarks, local business, buildings, local celebrities, all of those. You know your area better than anybody else. You sell this area. And then I say digital mayor of your town. Hey, school closings because of that snow. Hey, these are where you can find awesome Christmas lights. I've collated a list. It's a little big, it is. It's a little harder to do that because you gotta write down, oh gosh, there's a screenshot, put it in my notes, and then formulate all the address together and put it on the list. You know how many times it gets shared out? Neither do I, it's a lot. So, that is getting your page ready for this business. This is 3 key reasons that social media, for you to put your social media. Mine is at Hatmaker Homes. My Facebook's at Hatmaker Homes. My Insta is at Hatmaker Homes. My YouTube is at Hatmaker Homes. My TikTok is at Hatmaker Homes. Why? I'm gonna drive them, and I want them to know Hatmaker Homes. We don't need to find them maybe Hatmaker. We're the Hatmakers. We don't need that. The links make sharing and linking the process more convenient. They're gonna follow you. Y'all, they're searching social media to see if you're a good person, to see if you're up in your business, to see if you're selling houses, to see if they have any common interest with you so that they can make a human connection when they get to a house. Stranger goes to the house. You're going to the house. Do you look them up? Do you run their name through Google? I'm sure a lot of us do. They expand your brand reach and awareness through the user's network. Right? They friend you. Their other friend says, hey, I'm looking for a home. What's Fonda's number? I've seen that you were with her. I've seen that you closed with the Hatmakers. Just the other day, Skylar's mom said, oh my goodness, you should use the Hatmakers. The woman said, I already got a realtor that I love. And then her mom called and said, it was Fonda the whole time. I was trying to get her to Fonda, and she used Fonda and Amber, so that was good. They help increase the people who subscribe and follow you, right? They help that. If you are not, when you slide that buyer's rep, hey, can I do you pretty houses? If you're not going like this, waiting for them to say, are you on Facebook or any social media? I'd like to become your friend. Because I think that's important. I think that you should trust your realtor, and I think it's even a closer connection than trusting me. I'd love to get to know you and your family. My slogan is, we're selling real estate one friendship at a time. That's my slogan. Now, am I going to dig in and know the property inside and out? Am I going to do the work for them? Absolutely. I'm going to do it in a friendly way, but I'm going to do it. Expand your network. Add friends and followers. Win daily. How do I do that? Go to your mutual friends. Find your most popular. Go down the friends list. I promise you, you know people on their list. Okay? People you meet in person. I just told you how to approach a buyer with it. Friends and groups. We're going to talk about groups a little later. Other realtors. I had a girl say, I'm gonna quit posting on Facebook, Fonda, because it's just realtors. And I said, you need that for the algorithms. They're your fan base. They're supporting you. I didn't think about that. Right? And then family of friends, another faster way. Go viral. Do something funny. Do something that makes somebody think or cry or raises an emotion. Post more often. Remember the 2 videos versus the 1 video? And post great content. 50% of Facebook posts with pictures get more interaction. You're going to take off the mask. Do not share other realtor stuff. Y'all were realtors. You're trying to drive them to your business. Do not, unless you're supporting them as their organization, as their sponsor, as their mentor, and you're saying, hey, look at this. Look at him or her. Congratulating them. Quality posts. Posting a graphic. It's best with you in it. It's best with you in it. So if you, we have a little caterpillar at the library. I've already posted it once. Said, where am I showing it? My next post is me and him with a selfie and say, where am I showing it? They're all going to know my name. I've done posted it once, but it didn't have me in it. So another human in it. Feel, felt, found. You know this method? If you use that in your post, hey guys, I feel this way, right? And then I saw this and I felt this way about it. So what I have found is, might be a case by case, feel, felt, found. Just get good at it. Connect on a human level. People will be drawn to real. That's why you can't copy and paste people's stuff. People want interesting with excitement and energy. You know, when I was a kid, I knew that I knew that I was loud and I was funny, and I knew all that about myself because my mom would say, my brothers and sisters would say, would you shut up? When I was watching Winnie the Pooh, and and I would just start talking, and they would be like, we're trying to watch it, I couldn't follow Eeyore because he's so monotone and down. So I'd always get in trouble when it was more about Eeyore, right? So I knew that's not what I want to follow, right? I want energy, I want excitement. Don't copy and paste, that's not you. So do I steal? Do I rip off and duplicate? Absolutely. If you look at my notes, there's so many great posts from other realtors. But guess what I do? I wait. I don't post that day. I don't post 2 or 3 days. And then I make it my own, right? Change the words, I tweak the picture, whatever I need to do. But I've got a note section that says past post. And then when I use it, I delete it. And to be honest, anybody that follows me can steal my stuff. I just don't tag me in it. I don't care. I want people to get something out of this. Your network knows you. They know who you are. They know what aligns with you, and it's important to be authentic, and it's important to stand out. Here's how to create it, and y'all can screenshot this because we're not going to go over this whole slide. But if you see there's only one highlighted thing, oh, the dreadful video. Oh no. It's the #1 most effective way to advertise on Facebook. The #1 most effective way. So when I was in the makeup business, I was in my, mid-30s, early 40s. Started late. And the makeup business that we joined after ours closed, it was all younger people, and they were doing makeup, and I was like, yeah, I was kind of nervous. In our first year business, we didn't really go to Facebook Live. It wasn't very big yet, And so when we went to the other, it's mostly makeup, and I thought, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts, I don't want to go live. So, I had a kid at home, and he was still underage. And I said, if I don't push that live button, if I don't push that record button, Sean, don't eat. Make it about your why, right? You can be a starving realtor and still have the title. Or you can be a thriving realtor that is able to set up wealth for their children, able to create wealth for your family, able to give generational wealth to your grandkids, right? You're doing it. You're a realtor. You spent your money. How are you going to spend your money? This is important. This is like so much of my business. This is very important. So important that we guard against this. We check who's tagging us. I don't even let you tag me unless I want you to. I guard against it. I also hide my friends. I guard against anybody stealing my audience. I guard against people tagging me. If they might tag me in the comments, and I'll have to look on my page. Skylar and Randy will say, hey, did you see that, posted that on your page? It is who I am. I am attracting people, and I'm attracting. So we can do this room. He's bringing it out to hundreds. This room, or hundreds. You get that? This room, you can only share with so many people in person. I don't care how much you're out there. Or you can share with hundreds. That's what you have to think. Original quality post, stories, alert to notifications. You know that? You should be changing your story every single day. There's a new feature on Facebook, and I love it. If you go on Messenger, are you seeing all them little phrases, like those little go and viral phrases? Look, open up your Messenger, you'll be able to see on top of people, on top there, you'll see little heads, and then you'll see a message that they put on there. It's like a little, hey, have a great day. Hey, I'm selling this. Hey, did you see this house? It's just a little short message. It's on Messenger now. And guess what? It'll alert them. And when Facebook alerts that you're watching me, that you liked a video, that I shared a message with you, happy birthday, easiest one, right? Easiest one. I tell Skylar, I want it on their wall and in Messenger because that tells Facebook, dang, they love each other. Hey, find us on live. Come here, find us on live. That is how algorithm works. That is a Southern person's description of algorithm. If I want you watching, 30 minutes before I go live, I go to Jocelyn's page. Hey, guys. Hey, oh my goodness, look at the girls. I love it. Oh, you sold that house. That's great. Facebook's going to say, how do they like each other? Jocelyn, find us on live. Get over here. They're going to notify her. That's how it works. Easiest way to describe it. Not an easy word to say, but easiest way. So, create a reel. And you don't have to be original in reels, y'all. That is the beauty of reels. The voiceovers. You can be the most introvert in the world and go, and that video be like, hey, how you doing, Joey, on is it Friends? Friends? Yeah. Hey, how you doing? And all you gotta do is look like you're saying it. You know? It was easy. But now I've done it. Really done it. So this is content that people crave. Okay, this reminds us that content that reminds us that life is short, dreams come true, underdogs, confirms assumptions, challenges. Intelligent people don't want to be like, yeah, hey, yeah. No, they want to be challenged. Critical thinkers want to be challenged. So you got to post stuff sometimes that's not the norm. Here's what I don't want you posting. You can look on my page, you can go back 100 years. I promise, when I get 149 years old, you're going to be able to look back 100 years and say, she never posted religion, other than thanking God and praising God, but I never say what religion I am, what denomination. Never, right? They know I believe in God, I love God, I talk about God and Jesus, but I don't post what denomination I am. And here's a real no-no. You don't know what my political party is, because guess what? It's none of your business. That's between me, the government, and my husband, Randy. Right? It's not even my kids' business. It's between me, the head of my household, and my government. And I'm not sharing it with anyone else, and I'm not debating you. Because a public debate is a bunch of poop. Right? Right? We're not going to debate that. We don't care. You're not going to change minds on that social media, y'all. You ain't going to change somebody that's one way or another by your post, I promise. You're not. It's been bred into them years and years. Love them right where they're at. I will unfollow people for political posts, just if they're just boom, boom attacking, even if I love them, I won't unfriend them. They're still the person that I love. They just have a different view, right? Don't post political, right? Don't. It'll kill you. Because guess what? These living houses, ours living houses, liberal, left, right, all of them live in houses, and you're a realtor. What butters your bread? Selling a house. What feeds your family? Selling a house. I don't care who I'm selling it to. RD, left, right, it doesn't matter to me. And I'm really not going to draw, we have even had it where someone said, let's get out of this house, there is a political sign there. Me and Randy be like, you don't come in the house. It doesn't come back. I mean, really, right? But people are like that. They are short-sighted on politics, so I don't even share that. I don't even share that. So, things that surprise us, encourage us to never give up. People love the underdog. They love a good story, y'all. I was beaten and abused when I was a child. Not a lot of people know that. Not a lot of people know that because I have a lot of surviving siblings of the same abuse, right? They don't need, I choose happy. I choose funny. That's my emotion. Could I pull a crap ton of people with that story? Oh, yeah. Rags to riches. I was a single mom. Lived in a trailer. Didn't even have heat when I started, right? And now we're doing quite well and wonderful, and I'm humbled by that. I tell Randy all the time, I'll never forget where I came from. I'll go in a trailer, I'll sell it, I'll go in a man. It's funny, like last Saturday, we literally went into a 149, went right up to a 1.5 million to list it. It's just how it is. I don't look at the property. The person is what I care about. It's about people. I hope you got, and you can Google all this, y'all, because I don't use TikTok to search. You can Google ideals. So people say, I don't never have ideals. Hey, Google interactive post on Facebook, and I'm going to show you that too. How am I on time, Jocelyn? Okay. What?
Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Okay. Interactive post once a week. What is this? It's the dumbest little post in the world, and it's so much fun. Do it once a week. Here's what I'm going to warn you. You want, on Facebook, people buy from real people. This is what I'm going to warn you. Don't post this on your busiest day of the week. You will not have time to get back with it. You just won't. You won't have time, right? How do I find these? Interactive posts for the Super Bowl. Look at my Super Bowl. I did recipes and I did Who's Your Team. Right? Interactive posts for Valentine's. Interactive social media posts for St. Patrick's Day. Interactive posts for Easter. Interactive, that's all I do. And then guess what I do? This is very, very important. Everybody that comments on that link, thank you. I feel the same. Oh my goodness, that's funny. And if you want to, tell them to use gifts. Everybody loves to talk about themselves. Everybody loves the Jeff. Is it Jeff or Jeff? I don't know. Jeff's, some people say Jeff, some people say Skeff. But it's that funny little thing like your actors are doing. So those are just some that I see. And then you can also do this. What is your least favorite house chore? And get them to react to that post. However, this engagement is what I use in the springtime market because I'm busy every day, right? So I don't really have to get back to the reaction. It's just put my name up there. Boom, boom, boom. Algorithms. Oh, hold on. Everybody likes hold on. That's what it's doing. Once a week. Become a groupie. If you don't have a lot of friends, I'm sorry, I know I'm walking back and forth.
You're good.
So if you don't have a lot of friends on Facebook, you don't have a lot of followers, start posting more content. But you can also do this, become a groupie. You can go in, like if you like to knit, there's knitting groups. If you love real estate, there's tons of real estate groups. If you like videos, there's tons. If you like YouTube, there's tons. If you like coffee, there's tons of groups. Everything has a group, I promise. And if it don't, create one. Fun content. You can't just join the group, y'all. You got to engage. You got to put a picture of yourself up there and say, hey guys, my name is Hatmaker. I love coffee. If you cut me, I bleed coffee. It's amazing. My favorite is caramel macchiato. Right? I can't just join that group that people love coffee and be like, I'm here, everybody likes me, everybody talks to me. You gotta introduce yourself. You gotta post quotes, you gotta post memes about coffee, whatever, and add value and be creative. Like when I started doing the keto, there was that coffee that was made with butter, and shared that recipe. And then I went live and did that recipe. Because people didn't know, wow, you put butter in coffee? Yeah, it's healthy fats in it. And it was delicious, and it pumps you up, gets you started, and you'll row for about 19 hours. It's awesome. And then promote a response. So open-ended question in the group, right? Hey, what's your favorite coffee? Right? And husbands and wives, like people always want to go, like I didn't bring Randy to a show, and they were like, where's Randy? And I was like, should we go get him? And I told Randy, if they come from social media, we have to be together when we meet them. Because she was sad. And I was like, she wanted to see us together. So every appointment that I've done with her thereafter and the closing, Randy with post the first comment. If somebody posts something, post the first comment. Support the other people. Get to know them on a friend level. And then get off Facebook. What? This is social media. What? Go have coffee with them for real. Become their real friend. Get on a personal level, right? Oh, maybe you hadn't thought about spreading out the comments. So when I have a post like the interactive post, and I have, say I come back and there's 6 people, I'm like, 6 people, I need to I'll reply to 3. I don't reply to 6. I reply to 3. I set an alarm that says, hey, you got 3 more comments to reply to in 15 minutes. So now I really don't do that, but that's what I used to do. I'd set my clock 15 minutes. Check that post. Because here's what I was on Facebook before. And I got 8,000 followers doing this. 15 minutes in the morning, I would not allow myself no more. 15 minutes at lunch, 15 minutes in the afternoon, 15 minutes in the evening, 1 hour on social media. That's how I built this. It doesn't take a lot of time, but it takes a lot of discipline. Don't get lost in the scroll. Don't get lost, because that is time work. So go back and comment on them. That puts algorithms back, it puts it to the top, and you'll see that you have even more comments once you comment to people. Target marketing. This is great to start a relationship if it's somebody in your community that's very pronounced and you're like, man, that builder, I want him to really get to know me. Oh gosh, I need that builder to get to know me. This is going to help with that. It's called target marketing, y'all. There's nothing wrong with it. I just put a target on them. It's a friendship target, but it's still a target. Great for getting your feet in theirs, and best recruiting tool ever. So how many people have enjoyed a great meal at a restaurant, posted on Facebook and said, oh my gosh, y'all gotta eat at High Point. It's where Al Capone hung out. He's got the best surf and turf ever. Yeah, you shared a meal. You told me where to go last night, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, right. You watch a movie, and it stirs an emotion. You either cry or you laugh. Oh, I love that movie, Lost in Paradise, when they're robbing that bank and that guy's driving and they're running after him going, hey! I love that movie. Stirs a laughter in me like no other. I shared that. I just shared it with you. I want you to see the movie. Recruiting's not a dirty word if it's an opportunity. It's not. If you enjoyed that, it's not a dirty word. And I think this society has took that into a dirty word. Jesus recruited. Jesus recruited is not a dirty word. Right? Take it as a compliment, not an insult. We all work this business together. If you're doing what's best for you, just let the other person know and go on. Take it as a compliment, not an insult, right? So, because I know that we're all mixed companies here, I just wanted to do that disclaimer, because I am gonna talk about that. Comment on their post 30 minutes before you go live, or you do a new reel. Anybody you wanna attract, buyers, sellers, first-time home buyers. You know, you can even group Facebook now. I don't do that. I talk to the masses. I go check on people. If I'm working with a deal with them, they are on my personal, I check in on them. What's going on? I don't want to call them and say, hey, the appraisal's in if grandma just died. I don't want to do that, because that'll be my call. Hey, I'm so sorry to hear about your grandmother. Don't worry about your house. I want you to focus on your grandmother. What time are the services? And I'm going to try to make those services. And if I don't, Randy will go. One of us will show up there to make those services, right? Just like when you're code calling, y'all. Just like when you're calling past clients. Have that computer set up with that phone, look them up. You don't want to call if they've had a death in the family, or a fire, or something that's something bad, right? Usually they say, hey, pray for me, I'm sick. Well, if I'm calling Jones and she's sick, and I was going to call her to see, hey, you've been in the house for a year, she goes, the area, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be like, hey, I heard that you're feeling bad, I'm so sorry, is there anything I can do? And then if she doesn't answer, she must feel real bad. So what I'm going to do is text and say, hey, I just saw you on Facebook that you weren't feeling good. I just wanted to reach out and see if there's anything I could do. And I mean that. Just let me know. You know, you have kids, and I know how crazy it gets. Let them know you know them, right? Here's how you do it. And I know this is blurry. It's a follow button right there. I'm sorry this is blurry. I should have fixed this last night. It's a follow button. If you click that, it says see first or favorite, something like that. You click that. You got 30 of them. We're petitioning Facebook to add more of those. But when I open up my Facebook, their posts are the very first ones I see. I use it for clients that I'm in transaction with, or clients that are hot and heavy looking at houses. So right, remember they're like, oh, we're just looking. But then you start sending them things and they start heating up real good, and y'all are boom, boom, boom. So you start really following them. If you ain't following your clients on Facebook or friends with them, start that. That's going to help you so much, y'all, because that's going to be your fan base when you get done. That is going to be your fan base. And it's okay. This is normal society. Back 7 years ago, if I said, hey, you got Facebook, that might feel strange. Now it is a source of communication. It is. Because I want you to remember that. It is not, Facebook's not a monologue. It is a dialogue, meaning two people are speaking to each other when you post something. Don't get lost in the scroll. I want you to schedule your Facebook Power Hour. Remember I told you 15, 15, 15, that's how I started. Now I have an assistant that helps with that. I have a husband that helps with that. Because it is very crucial to our business. Have a VIP group. Literally schedule a week's worth of posts. Did you know that? You can do a group for all of your past clients. Hanging out with Hatmakers, you can schedule those posts. I'm from the South. Sunday looks like, happy Sunday, y'all. That's it. I live in the Bible, but that's it. Hey, Monica, can I talk to you about the house on Monday? Schedule 3 times a day to interact. I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. How much do I do personal and who cares? Post. Who cares? Your audience is going to let you know. They're going to let you know. Right? You need to do some personal. You need to do some business. But you need to do something. Like I promise y'all, this is going to be the new way people get leads. It is. Social media, Google, it's already happening. They're not going on Zillow. They're not going on Realtor.com. They're going on on Google and Facebook and TikTok. This is the new, where you're going to get most of your leads, I promise. It's all pointing there. Gotta do it, it's on my planner. Keep a separate planner for your social media. Once a month, sit down and say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. Right? Plan your post out, personal and professional. And then use a highlighter, y'all, because it looks so productive. Use a highlighter when you get it done, that way you're like, oh, I got that done, yay, right? Yay. And then do interactive post on your most flexible day. And then plan your best time for Facebook Live in the days. And then keep a separate online only calendar. I'm actually creating a calendar just for this reason, because I want it to mimic on the same page. So I'm actually taking a calendar, copying the other page. I'm doing in-person and social media, right? In-person, social media, because yeah, we film once a week, usually. We go about 4 to 5 hours. We pump out anywhere from 15 to 25 videos. And we have a director that says, hey, we need to get back on task. And there's sometimes that I can sabotage it. I can be like, I don't want to work. I got a call coming in. I got to do this. But she'll try to rein me in. We filmed 11 last night in the hotel.
Seriously?
Yeah, 11 in the hotel. Because I don't want people in my bedroom, so when we do it in our guest room instead of our primary bedroom, because that's mine and Randy's place, you know, our bedroom. So we use our guest room. Well, our guest room we've been doing some build on it, so we haven't been able to get the bed, you know, stuff like tucking in the sheets too much. I mean, it's crazy, right? Did you post the motel Holiday Inn?
Going up.
Yeah. So we did one where I'm on a cart, we're racing, we're jumping on the bed, hotel, motel, toasting with our little Hilton cups. So anywhere is content. You know, I want them to know, hey, I was asked, I was honored and blessed by y'all asking me to come here and speak, right? The elite team. That's a big deal when an icon team says, we want you to come and speak. We want to hear from you, you know, and I mean, you're a big deal anyway. So, here's the summary, and I probably could have done this slide and we could have been done and talking, but important to be consistent. It is so important to be consistent. Important to make it personal. Important to be you. Important do not copy and paste. I want you. Add to your network daily. Create posts with good content. Be intentional with your group activity. Don't get in there and waste a lot of time, y'all. Don't be a time sucker. Do not do it. Use interactive posts to connect. Reply back to comments. Target market a select amount of people. Go live. Manage your time and be disciplined. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you are one of those people that multi-tag people, 92 people in a tag, don't do it. People really hate that, y'all. That is the most hated thing on social media. Hey, I'm having a Tupperware party. Tag 100 people. I can get out of there. I'm done. I don't want that on my page. They hate it. It's the most hated thing on social media, being tagged in those kind of things. Don't do it. Don't group text a bunch of people. Don't do it. People that don't know each other. Like if it's your family, do it, whatever. But don't do it on social media. It's not good. It's not good. So I'm going to go to this slide, but I am going to share since y'all want to know about the listings. Randy shared a little bit about the listings, right? Oh, do you bring comms? Do you bring this? And do you... Nope. Nope. I write notes. I have a preview sheet. It's very simple. I walk around that house. The notes out to the side might say their dog Max. They got a cat. They all about that family, their divorce and sticky situation. All of the family stuff. I'm walking around the house and I'm looking and I'm like, talking to them. why are you selling? And then once I looked around the house, I took copious notes on the property as well as the people in the sides. Now, I don't say that, but that's what that side was doing. I sat down with them at their coffee table, or I mean at their kitchen table, and I said, now I have the most important question for you. Okay. And they're living there, right? What is your exit plan? Because you are the most important part of this whole situation. What are you gonna do after we sell your house? What are we doing? What's your plan? I need to be a part of that plan. Whether you're going to Timbuktu or you're going right down the street, I need to know, how are we doing this? Do you know how many people have called us with their home listed because their realtor has not sat down with them and said, oh, you wanna live in the same town, but you just don't like this area. The yard's too big. Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna start a buyer's rep with them, right? Immediately. Do you know how many people don't ask that? You are the most important part. You and your family are the most important part of this transaction. What is your exit plan? Where are y'all going when I sell this house? When I sell this house, I've done own this house. When I sell this house, not when you list this house. When I sell this property, where are you going? I've already got the listing. Well, how much do you think on it? I'm gonna run numbers, but I'm thinking, I'm gonna walk into a property in my area and know, you get like that. I'm gonna run numbers, and based on numbers, I'm gonna let you know, but I think it's between this and this. Don't hold me to it, because the market has been crazy. It's been good, but they're starting to settle down a little bit, so I'm gonna call you with those comps. You got another opportunity, because they're not gonna let that realtor that's shared on Facebook go and not know the value. They're gonna answer my call. Why am I gonna tell them what the house is worth on that general meeting? We're gonna talk, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna get to know each other. I blocked 4 hours for that listing appointment. What? Yep. 4 hours. I know when they're tired. I read people. I study personalities. I know when they're tired. So this is where I say, thank y'all very much. If you got questions, I'll answer those.